Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, Greg Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, it's Marshall. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan...
He's got it on the left. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd now.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Running inside. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Rush is on.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buchanan.
It's a nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. Guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics will go 40 yards.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Here's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's worked out.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everyone.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Complete out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Right side, it's Marshall. Turning it on. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yep, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 35.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to bring your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Price under one to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he just pumped that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that embrace the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. It's amazing. In a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even happen.
From the red zone, it's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out wide right, it's Smith. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Saying to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual match matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wolverine's offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive away.
Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making it tough.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Underwood. They're all over it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Here's Julian saying to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Hit as he throws. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. We've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive side, it's Marsh. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said, oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted a fourth down to keep the drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Oh, the pressure's coming. And he gets rid of it.
And the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Second and long here. Here's Underwood to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect the quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is run.
Here comes this whole crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight incompletions and undaunted. They'll go for it on 4th and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Play fake, Julian Sayed. On a little time, lets it go. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. They'll need a bunch on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Say it. Out wide right, it's West. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. saying from the gun on third down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough